I still recall the early days of the COVID, when it caught us so unprepared. We were wondering, where to get the masks and what to do with the ventilators and the PPEs. So from where we started and what we built up in those 2 years, it is actually a lesson to us what we are capable of. But it wasn't only what we did at home. We embarked during this period on an initiative called Vaccine Maitri. Brazil was one of the partners of that. So very early on, even in 2020, we sent hydroxychloroquine to Brazil. And then when the vaccine started to be produced, there were shipments of AstraZeneca which were sent here. And through all of this, we faced the challenge actually of a very large number of Indians who were stranded abroad. Indians who were students, Indians who were tourists, Indians who were seafarers, Indians who were professionals or workers who had lost their jobs, and Indians who have family members who wanted to go back at some point of time and see their near and dear ones. And I know there were some people in Brazil also who availed of the Vande Bharat facilities that we organized. But I mention all this to you, not just to emphasize the fact that, we went through these trials and tribulations and we believe we have come out of it stronger, but to underline to you whether it is actually the vaccination at home, what we did with partners abroad, the manner in which we looked after our citizens, that this is an India which is capable of big things, which in many ways probably exceeded its own expectation. I still recall the early days of the COVID, when it caught us so unprepared. We were wondering, where to get the masks and what to do with the ventilators and the PPEs. So from where we started and what we built up in those 2 years, it is actually a lesson to us what we are capable of. And here I would also particularly mention the contribution of the diaspora, because in 2021, when we went through the Delta wave, I would say the world stood by us, but Indian communities everywhere abroad really contributed, did whatever they could to help us out, and that's something which we deeply appreciate.